This is something to look forward to. This I am heralding to know that there are changes that are occurring. There are things which are frightening you and upcoming events that will make you think, I thought we were moving forward in a positive manner, that into the light and higher vibrations. But no, this is true. Along with the rumblings is the unearthing of some lower vibrational behavior, that where bodies have been buried in the soil, that where secrets are residing in the shadows. There are many spotlights which will be shining upon these. This coming together of families, the rising of groups, those that stand for animal rights, and I'm hearing animal sanctions, and other environmentally driven endeavours, those where people will bond together and work with the farms direct to the producers. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Robinson. I'm a psychic medium and a channel. So what I do is connect in with whoever's come forward, any high vibrational being to confer with me or for me to channel them. And so I'm aware that Gabriel is wanting to have a word. So he actually came to me a couple of days ago and I knew that I would be doing a channeling for him upcoming, and I'm aware of his presence. I have got a channeling up in the members only area. This was one that I channeled late last week, and I just didn't feel that I could put this up in the general area, and I did get some guidance on this. So it's gone up in a members only, and there's going to be more. So I'm going to be feeding you videos through that membership. So, feel free to take a look if this is something that's of interest, or if you'd like to have a deeper look at some of the themes that I've been talking about, ones that I can't necessarily talk about openly, then, feel free to have a look. Other than that, I'm just going to see what Gabriel wants to share with you today. He's saying already, I'm getting it very quickly. So blessings to one and all. And he raises his cup to you. This is his golden chalice, which is surrounded by a vibrant white light, one which is of pureness, goodness, and one that you can trust, of peace, happiness, love. He's letting me know that he's considered the communicator angel, that he comes to me to communicate events that may be occurring upon the earth plane, ones that you should be aware of, or that maybe the energetic awareness of will gain insights and trust for this channel and the information that she brings. There are many on high vibrational planes. Again, I'm hearing 12th dimension. This is where the archangels reside, at a plane much higher vibration than that resided upon by the majority of humans. Majority, I'd say perhaps all. Some humans, such as myself, special souls, those who are, I'm just hearing the word ascended, but I feel like I'm talking about myself, and I don't like saying that. So ascended beings, those who are able to reach and cajole, it seems to be another common word that I keep getting in my channelings, with high vibrations. They are able to withstand and hold this vibration. This is a vibration that not all can hold and maintain. This is available to approximately 5% of the population, and a majority of these are channels for the angelics, as a spokesperson for mankind. Angelics being easy to trust, those that are seen and understood in a good light, with their wings, and assisting mankind with their standing with Christ consciousness and associated with God. other beings also residing in this dimension, those perhaps not having the exterior, which is as palatable to mankind, mankind still opening up to the concepts of the universe around them, and therefore not accepting some of these channelings or these words as readily. These are beings with which there is interplay with the angelics. They all assisting, particularly at this time on Earth. There is a concentration of beings and energies which is residing around the universe and atmosphere of the Earth, assisting Mother Earth, I'm hearing Mother Gaia, to with her subsistence to raise up and therefore bringing all of mankind with her. This is a necessity, the current trajectory of the earth being one not amenable to freedoms of the peoples upon it, nor to the well-being of Mother Earth herself. This has been a project which has been underway for a long period of time. This has been known, and this trajectory and course was plotted a long time ago. I'm getting like many, many years ago. And therefore, the solution and the timing has been sought and brought upon mankind. The planetary alignments and uniqueness of the skies and influences should herald to you that this is a unique and, I'm hearing mind-blowing, period of time. You can feel this in your bones. Even those of you who do not have awarenesses know that there is a shifting tide in time and things are moving within your lives. This requires a kind of thing like a layer, almost like it's separating out like the, I don't know, like the butter, the whey, kind of when things like when something has been separated out like a liquid, and I'm seeing kind of like making of cream or something along those lines. So this requires the top layer, the cream of the crop, you should say, to step forward. Those of you who have put your hand up and said, I will come and I will be this cream of the crop and I will lead mankind, those who do not have this awareness, to better futures, those that need some assistance, those that need a wake-up call and perhaps need events to be placed under their nose to change their behaviours, not all residing on the higher rungs of awareness, and some carrying out, as you already know, dismal and derogatory behaviours. This is the plight or the journey of those residing upon the earth, one that takes you from a lower vibrational state where you are an adolescent, a youngster, playing out your desires and whims. This is also a learning curve, one where you understand upon rising the impacts that your behavior had on others, the harm that it has created, this creating a shift, a learning, a platform from which to launch yourself in future lifetimes. This is something I now understand and I choose to reject in my reality. So choosing to reject some of these I love another word, nefarious behaviors in oneself, then also rejecting this in others, being of utmost importance during this time. Having an energetic boundary, saying no, making this impenetrable to lower vibrational behaviors. There are many lower vibrational behaviors playing out against your psyche at this time. This is not merely one group of peoples playing and puppeteering to the many. This is also inconsistencies and irregularities that are contained within the field. This being of behaviors which are carried out in, I'm seeing car dealership, maybe manipulation and coercion and maybe some sneaky behaviors, but also that within the workplace. Many workplaces having a male dominating energy, this which does not allow the feminine counterpart to play with equality and play with ease and flexibility, which is true to their nature. Some of these things are going to, well, I'm hearing crumble, but I also get the feeling that they're going to fold and give way. There are many beautiful souls, I'm hearing, who are available and will be made available through reincarnation on the earth at this time, those who will shine a light upon practices such as these and create a better outcome, a better flow for their female counterparts, those who are able to stand up, but in a strong yet feminine way and bend the air and the rules, those which are governing them and not suitable to their demeanor. Woman being quite a fierce creature, those who are wrought and designed to protect their young, this is not an energy to be messed with. This is an energy which at this time is rising. This will be seen with some difficulties occurring in everyday relationships, those particularly between the partnerships between male and female energies. The male and female energies not necessarily being that of a male or female prototype or exoskeleton, those which carry the energetic stamp of the masculine and the feminine would be how this would be considered. The female energies rising at this time saying, I must be considered and taken seriously. And I too am rising. Okay, this is tying in with the Mother Earth, along with the wrath of the Mother Earth. This is empowering me to stand up. Yes, I am an empathetic being, one who looks to others for their needs rather than to oneself and their needs. But this is something which is changing. This is where the feminine has been taken to the brink, who is tired and exhausted and should be exalted in her role of procreation, of intuition, of bringing beauty and grace to this union or partnership. This is something which has, I'm hearing, downtrodden, where the feminine has been holding a largely downtrodden position in the majority of the globe. And here is where a shift will occur. This vessel, having undergone many years residing in a male-dominated corporate environment, this environment not suitable to her, her having to find ways and means to I'm hearing like to cope, actually, just cope, I'm hearing, to cope and creating a realignment of expectations if her expertise and knowledge is to be resounded with. Oh gosh, that is true. That was a struggle. It was a struggle. I remember in meetings, everyone just like talking over the top of each other, and I just thought, I'm not doing this. If you want my input, you're going to have to stop and listen. And yeah, this took me a while, and I had to establish a respect, but I had to have a lot of boundaries, behavior boundaries all of the time. Okay. Her empathetic and caring nature often being misread for a weakness, a situation where others could say, we will hand this to the soul. She is a hard worker. She does not have the compunction to say no. But this not being the case, then meeting a fierce warrior, one who says, and why should I be doing your work? This is your work, and this is for you to achieve. So surprising many and therefore rising up through the ranks, maintaining a sense of her own sovereignty as a woman. And yet this was a struggle and required many boundaries and constant patrolling of these boundaries. This is something which will soften. There will be many leaders, including this vessel herself, that will show women the way, that will light the lantern and show them ways of standing up for who they are. This will be in a method which is conducive to working with the divine masculine, but in a way that is more suitable for each individual feminine soul. This is strengthened at this time, the presence of Christ consciousness, always having on his shoulder his divine counterpart. So this is Yeshua and Mother Mary. Mother Mary being divine in her own right, and yet a strong feminine presence. Not a pushover, you would say. And I'm seeing her in a very pious position, but very together, very well upheld, and she's holding a pink rose. So there are many, many who will heed the call, those who have been associated with the Sisterhood of the Rose in many lifetimes past. You will hear this and you will know this is you, this will resonate with you, and know this is your time for the rising within you of these divine feminine behaviors and traits. This is something which will strengthen throughout the remainder of this year and into years upcoming. There will be eventually an equalization, one that works better for humanity as a whole. The current misbalance not serving our children, this misrepresentation, this distortion being passed on and carried through many generations. Many women finding at this time that their current workplace is not resonating with them, feeling that it is empty, that it has no meaning, and feeling a call and drive into something which resonates better with them. So heeding this call. This is also where the expression of one's gifts will come into play. So noticing and feeling that call and working with this, sometimes taking steps and a leap of faith into something which is not fully understood, and yet still the calling is there. I feel I want to lay my hands and heal this person. I feel that I want to care for those who are disadvantaged and communicate with the animals and stand for those who have no homes and shelters and assist with feeding and assisting those who have no voice. This is the role of the divine feminine. This is the Mother Mary energy. This is likely to create some consternation within relationships. There will be a reshuffling and a rejuggling, not only with the partner, but also with the offspring. The male offspring no longer being acceptable to follow out some of the father's behaviors. The female offspring feeling like she wants to express herself in a way that differs from that of her mother and her mother's mother. Generations past having a better, maybe able to express themselves more creatively. This resonating within the home, the care of the children and the creation of the food and presentation of the home. There are a lot of women that yearn for the simplicity of this life, and yet women have burned their, like, I don't know, it's bridges, but I think it's bridges to have this right, the right to equality, to maintain one's own financial position and therefore independence. This is something that will still be held, but in a way that is more conducive to caring of the offspring and bringing the feminine energies into play. So do not despair that this will mean the embracing of ways of old, the giving up of one's rights and finances. This will not be the case. It will be such as this vessel where she is able to maintain her own business, but has moved into work which is aligned with her soul purpose and therefore is rewarding and does not contain the emptiness. There will be drive and passion when this is achieved, and therefore, rather than an exhaustion, a happiness, a balance will be maintained. And this is something which the feminine energies can look forward to in days going forward. So, recognizing where the exhaustion creeps in, where the giving is exceeding the receiving, allowing yourself as an empathetic being to receive. This being very difficult for those who are empathetic and often intuitive, seeking to give and finding it very difficult to receive. Allowing moments of receiving. This may just begin with receiving from oneself, the buying of flowers, the taking time out to read the book, the saying, I will not carry on with some chores. I will take half an hour to read my book, to enjoy my cup of tea. This is the art of giving back to oneself, the exercising and saying, this is good for my soul, and I will fit this in and make this part of my routine, or will need to work around this. I need to give back to myself. I need to look after my physical, emotional, and mental needs. I will also reach to higher planes and confer spiritually, this being something very easily achieved by many females, them having a highly intuitive center, that which will also ignite during this time. So there may also be some tossing and turning, some visions and restless nights, some moments of strong deja vu, and times where you feel that you have spoken with the other side. This is something which will come into play a lot more as with this vessel having a foot in both worlds, and therefore being able to draw intuitively the next steps, the way to move forward, the things that are not right for thyself, thy family, particularly thy children. Knowing when it is time to put down tablets, when something energetically feels out of kilter, when someone is interplaying with the family in a way that does not feel kind and pure and is not aligned with, I'm just kind of getting higher vibrational states. Also becoming aware of foods, the foods that the children are ingesting, and not allowing lower vibrational processed and feel like heavily influenced or food that has shortcomings, high levels of sugar, and some being toxic to these beautiful high vibration souls. This beginning from the first mouthfuls as a baby, being mindful not to just take the convenience to grab the first thing on offer, making sure there is time in the day and in the schedule and within life to care for your young, your offspring, the next generation, those who will step forth and assist you when you are in your later years. Communities and families coming together as has not been seen over the last generation. Your children, in turn, caring for you into old age. The strengthening of these bonds, this coming from the rise of the divine feminine. These children often being placed in front of devices and television sets, and this actually creating a situation where they are not communicating, not observing, not being connected to the parents in a way that is conducive to happy family units moving forward, becoming quite isolated and looking for entertainment in places, looking for entertainment and comfort in places outside of the family unit, that which is empty and provides a nullification and a way to distract from dealing with realities rather than the warmth and comfort of the strength of a family unit and bonding together and standing for each other, supporting each other, knowing that you are stable within this unit. Some lower vibrational behaviors within some family units also beginning to drop away, those of punishment and of physical altercations. Those of you who are rising with Mother Earth at this time into higher vibrations will see a peeling away of these behaviors. There will be less social disgraces and more coming and knitting together. This then spilling out to thy neighbour and communities. This is something to look forward to. This I am heralding to know that there are changes that are occurring. There are things which are frightening you and upcoming events that will make you think, I thought we were moving forward in a positive manner, that into the light and higher vibrations. But no, this is true. Along with the rumblings is the unearthing of some lower vibrational behavior, that where bodies have been buried in the soil. I got this with Mother Gaia as well. That where secrets are residing in the shadows. There are many spotlights which will be shining upon these. This coming together of families, the rising of groups, those that stand for animal rights, and I'm hearing animal sanctions, and other environmentally driven endeavors, those where people will bond together and work with it's the farms direct to the producers, leaving out the middleman, that which is not supporting individuals with the produce which they are selling in the name of consumerism, of profiteering and racketeering. And even I'm going to have to see how that fits. So I bring you these messages of hope, of light, of love, and just hold on to these. See the lantern and that many are shining upon this planet, showing you the way. Mother Gaia herself rising up, her strong feminine energy at this time, assisting those upon it to rise with her. So allowing this interplay to play out, and understand that you are a part of this and that this is a good thing, and ultimately balance will be sought. Balance with the environment, balance with the planet, balance between individuals on this planet, and ultimately the balance between the divine feminine and masculine as well. This is my message today, and I beseech you to hold on to this in moments of darkness and know that there is much light that is coming and much is giving and falling away. And allow this, observing and maintaining your peace and your sense of tranquility and quiet and calm, taking moments to disengage and enjoy, I'm hearing, a good novel, and moments of peace, sitting in nature and watching how that unfolds around you, no matter what is going on externally. And also your pets, allowing them to show you the way, not being concerned by external matters. Do not fall into fear. Fear is a lower vibrational behavior, one that can be difficult to rise up out of. This can create panic and distract you from the well-being within your body, calming your nervous system and reaching for us. We are reaching our hands down to you at this time and are able to grasp you and pull you into higher realms, ones where you can enjoy the higher vibrational behaviors and disconnect from shortcomings around you. This is how you must move forward. We have not brought messages to you for a while, and we are enjoying this through this vessel. We will expound to you again. We are here and we work hand in hand with many. There is much which has needed transparency at this time, and know that we have not left you. We are here always and have been forevermore. We are eternal beings, and we leave you now. Blessings, Gabriel. Oh, so that was a beautiful channeling from Gabriel. I haven't actually conferred with the angelics for a little while as a channeling, so that was where all my initial channelings came from. But as he says, these are all high vibrational beings, and there's just different awarenesses that are coming through at this time. I feel that maybe Gabriel has stepped forward just to say, hey, we're still here. We're still with this vessel. She confers with us on a regular basis, and here's a beautiful message for you. So I really hope that you enjoyed that. Don't forget for other people to see these messages and to help, I guess, other people maybe understand what's going on around them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and always love to read through your comments. So I look forward to seeing you in my next episode.